Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today. It's been a very long time since I last made a recording for my channel, and the thing about it is because I always pride myself on posting videos with a valuable message, with good energy, because the last thing I want to do is bring any sort of sadness or low vibrational energy to my channel. And so I kept on waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, thinking one day I'll feel good again and I'll be able to post and everything will be great. And that hasn't happened yet. I've been through a very tough time, and I decided that I need to post now. There isn't going to be a perfect day where I feel completely okay again. I mean, I'm hoping that will come, of course, but I can't count on that day arriving and then in the meantime just leaving my channel with no new messages, because I've come to the conclusion that if this is happening to me, it must be happening to at least one other person. And if I can help that one other person with this message, then that will be very good, and I'll be very pleased. The thing I want to talk about is self-worth, as you can see from this card, and my journey on the twin flame path and on my own soul journey aside from the twin flame path. It has been a theme throughout my life that I've had people push my boundaries in relationships, but not just romantic relationships, in family dynamics too. And people would not respect my boundaries, would not respect my value, and it's something I struggled with, and something I actually thought I had already overcome, because I stood my ground when I last spoke to my person, and I thought, that's it. That's all I needed to do. Now I've asserted my self-worth. That's it. I'm good. In actuality, that was only the tip of the iceberg. And I had a very tough year last year. The whole year, pretty much. I mean, so did everyone else, but for me, it was crumbling of the life that I thought I had in terms of family. And people started to show more and more who they were, but I didn't want to see or listen because it was hurting the image that I thought I needed to have to feel worthy. And it's so obvious to me now that that's absolutely BS, like absolute nonsense. You don't need this picture perfect family to show to the world when that's not what it is in reality. And you're left with people who are walking all over you and berating you, taking advantage of you, and only coming to you when you're useful. This is the thing. They would use my gifts when it suited them, but then berate me and say horrific stuff when it didn't suit them. And it's just like, why are you treating me like this? Like, what have I done to deserve this? I've always tried to help everyone. And I think for everyone who's been following me for quite a while, I posted some good progress videos from years ago about getting certain members of my family to really support me, not just support me, but support my belief system, be on my side and see things for how I saw them. Well, I thought. And to stop the other members of my family trying to force me into a religious system that did not suit me and did not make me happy. Well, that actually broke down, and that is no longer the case. This person completely turned against me and another family member of mine. And it really hurt our feelings to be so humiliated and just so belittled in front of other people. And, it's like, what are you doing this for? So, yeah, trying to uphold this image of a perfect family was just not what I was supposed to be doing. And it broke me down. I didn't feel worthy again. I thought, oh my God, how am I going to explain this to a romantic partner? Twin flame or not, that's beside the point. I'm not even into that sort of mind frame at the moment. But all I was thinking was, how is my romantic partner going to see this situation and then see me as someone who's going to be a good person to have a family with if I can't even hold this together? But that's obviously the wrong side of things, and I shouldn't even be thinking that way. If my family members don't want to treat me with love and respect, then that shouldn't be my concern. I should be priding myself in the fact that I have now finally, after more than a year, been able to get rid of what no longer serves me. And family isn't about blood relatives. Yeah, you can absolutely be family with those people if they treat you with love, respect, trust, and genuine, looking out for you. But if they don't, blood relatives, I can't even speak properly, blood relations don't mean anything. And it's just sad, really sad what me and my other family member have had to go through. And after a long time of trying to stand up for ourselves and it just not working and people continuing on to treat us wrong, we've just decided, you know what, we don't need this. We are too good for this. And this isn't part of the life that we want to create for ourselves. So my family now is very small. It's just me and another blood-related family member. But that's fine. And I've come to the realization that my other family, whilst they are not related by any sort of biological means, are more of a family to me than those people who I was supposed to be family with in the first place ever were. So I've decided to record a video here and share my story to say that I thought that my self-worth issues had been resolved because I stood up to so many people. And if you've been following my channel for a while, you would know I had trouble with people in work. I stood up to them. I felt powerful and empowered. I stood up to my twin flame when I was just not happy with how our connection was, and I told him what was expected on my side, and if he wanted to come in and be that person, then that was great. If he didn't, okay, at least I've told my piece and I have asserted my worth. But the thing that I wasn't fully realizing was I was trying to uphold this image of my family to try and show to the world, look, I have things together now, everything's great again. But they weren't, and they hadn't been ever really. When I was little, things were going wrong, and I did leave home when I was 18 because of it. But then we reconciled years later, about 3 years later, and I had this false hope through reconciliation with them that we were going to be finally able to make it work, and that they were going to respect me and treat me with kindness and love and understanding. But it was fake. For the first few years, contact wasn't daily anyway, because I lived in a different country to them. So it was easy to uphold this fake facade on their end, because I wasn't in daily contact with them. And when I did see them, it was only for like 2 weeks at a time, you know, to see them for like Easter holidays or summer holidays, things like that, Christmas. And it's easier to uphold this false facade to wear a mask when you only see someone for such short bursts of time. But as the years went on, I understood that the things that I initially left for hadn't changed. They were still wearing a mask. They were still trying to, I don't know why anyone as a parent would do this, but they were trying to turn siblings against each other. And they would always make it so that we were never in a room alone to talk to each other about stuff that really mattered, things from childhood, things that were never fully resolved, things that I needed clarity on, closure on. Things like that were being withheld from me. And it's been absolutely insane the way that I was trying to hold together an image of a family that really never was. They certainly never had my best interest to heart because I was only useful for the things that I could offer, such as readings, you know, and perhaps monetary value, things like that, but never truly me for who I was, and that really hurt me. And yeah, I thought I would share why I'd been gone for so many months. I just kept hoping that one day I would wake up and everything would be great again. I feel good again. But I've been struggling, and I just decided today I'm not going to wait for the perfect time, because when is that going to come? I mean, I hope it will soon. It's just I can't keep putting off working on things like my channel whilst waiting for everything to get better. And if this message helps at least one person, then that's my mission accomplished for the day. I'll be back with other videos. I did have ideas that I've written down that I want to talk about. If there's anything that any of you would like me to talk about, you know, you can mention it to me in an email or in my comments, and I'll have a look and see if I can help you with that. But yeah, I'm back, and whilst I'm not 100% back to where I want to be, I feel that taking this step into recording at least one video is a step in the right direction. I haven't stopped working, by the way, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, are you still doing readings and healings and stuff? Yes, I am. The healings are a bit more tricky because I have to do them when I'm in a good energy. I still am able to find windows for that, though, so don't worry. You can still book those with me. But yeah, that's why I haven't been recording videos, because I thought that I didn't want to share any depressing messages with my YouTube audience. But that's so silly, and I think that this is a horrible thing that I carried from years of people not wanting to accept me for completely who I was. I remember this one time I was talking to someone who I was interested on meeting up with for a date. This was years ago, probably, gosh, what was it? Yeah, more than 10 years ago, I'm sure. And I remember this one day, my sister's dog had passed away, and this person was chatting with me going, oh, you're in a different mood today. I said, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit upset because my sister's dog had passed, and it's just a bit of a sad day, you know. And then he flipped out and said to me, you should have just not contacted me today. If you're going to be like that, if you're going to be upset and therefore upsetting my day, why did you even bother? And that really stayed with me for a very long time. It's the programming of, you know, my family dynamics. People not wanting to accept all of me and only part of me. Oh, I'm only allowed to talk to you when I'm happy. You know, it's absolutely ludicrous. But that stayed with me for a very long time, and therefore I suppose me sharing that with you now is a way of healing it, but it really messed things up. I thought, my God, so what? I'm not allowed to talk to you when I'm not having the most perfect day. And then I thought, you know what, I don't want to see this guy. I don't want to go out with him. This is ridiculous. So we ended up not going out, obviously, but I just thought, how do I attract people similar to the people who had mistreated me when I was little, now in my adult dating life? But of course, unless you heal that part of yourself, you keep attracting similar things, don't you? So, and it took me a while to heal that aspect, but I thought now, wow, that is crazy. And that's, although I thought I had already healed that part of myself, I was still kind of carrying it through to my YouTube channel. And I had this philosophy of, oh, I need to be in a good energy so I can give my audience the best energy and good messages. But then that's hiding my true authenticity. And it's not really sharing the best of everything. And it's not giving people who may be going through the same things something that they can perhaps be helped with. So yeah, I think I'll leave this video here, and I'll talk about other things in another video, but I might touch on this subject again in a different way. I just wanted to give an update as to how I ended up not posting for so many months. So I will speak to you again soon, and if you did want to contact me for any of my services, then please do. I'll put all the information, as usual, in the description. And yes, I will make another video this week. I am putting that on my to-do list. And I'll talk to you again soon. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.